Well, good evening, guys. I want to give you a great example here tonight of what I've just experienced. Now, just went out to go buy Indian, so I like getting Indian every now and then. And I went out of my way to actually go to a local independent, not one of the chain Indian shops. And this was $10 for what we're seeing here. Now, it wasn't quite this full, and there's a good, I'll tell you the story. So the story is interesting, trust me. She put 2 scoops in, so half and half, butter chicken, lamb korma, and she brought it over and I looked at it and you could still see, I believe you're paying $10, and this is just, I'm a well-seasoned Indian expert, that it should cover at least all the rice for $10. 2 little crappy scoops, that's not value. And I said to her, I said, if that's all you're serving me, I won't be coming back. And she looked at me and she goes, she was stunned. And I said, that's not worth $10, no offense. And quite frankly, I've gone out of my way to come here. I'm quite happy to take it back over to Beaumont or Derby Street, which are where the other Indian stores are. And she goes with a huff and a puff, and she went and, I didn't ask her to give me any more. I just said to her, quite frankly, if that's what you're going to give me, I won't be coming back, because that's not value. And I'm not cheap, I got plenty of money, but the fact of the matter is, you pay $10 for something, you should get $10 worth. And the other places give generous portions. So I've gone on our way to go to this particular Indian place because, as I said, I like to support local businesses. And she had a bit of a bad attitude about it, but I'm glad she actually did it, so she didn't lose my business. So next time if I go in there, it's the same sort of, I have to kick up a stink, then unfortunately she would have lost my business. And, what's that, 52 weeks in a year, I might have Indian once every 2 weeks, $260, let's say $300, once you get all the drinks and the other papadums and all that. Other things like that. So the point I want to make is that some people might think it's rude, but as a business owner myself, I appreciate people like me, and I'm one of the small few that actually speak up if something isn't right. Now, it's not to say in the way that I'm arrogant in that, what I was demanding wasn't fair. It clearly wasn't fair what I'd been given. And there was an expectation from me, the customer, that, it would actually be filled up properly. And she must have her eye on the competition, so ain't nobody got time for that. So I said it to her, and I appreciate that when people give me feedback. They say, well, that's not worth $25, that's not worth $2.5 grand. Then I say, okay, well, let's talk about this, because if you're bringing it up, it usually means you're either a cheapskate or someone that isn't going to use my business again because you're not quite happy with the experience. They're the customers you need to listen to. So I see on behalf of many, and that's probably explains why the Indian shop was so bare. Because most people will just go in there and just go, you know what, and they'll bitch about it afterwards. Whinge, chittering birds. Oh, that was a rip-off, I won't be going back there. You've lost their business for good, you upset someone like that. So always appreciate your customer, always appreciate the feedback that comes back. And if you're not happy with something that you deal with, one of your, whether it be a food shop or any type of business, then vote with your feet, vote with your mouth. If you haven't got the confidence to do it, then maybe write a letter. But seriously, at the end of the day, that business is not benefiting because, like I said, if they'd not topped me up, I wouldn't have been back because I can go get a better experience for the same price at a more convenient location. Here we go. That's my rant over. I'm going to go enjoy my Indian, and let me know if you agree with what I said. Over and out.